Coach Bruder talking about this upcoming week's tournament at UNC Greensboro. Coach, your team went 3-2 last weekend at College of Charleston after opening up the year 0-4. I suppose you saw a little improvement from your team last week. Talk about what you did see and what you'll be looking at to improve upon again this weekend.
I got a tough team. I've said it before. We started off in a tough tournament against Syracuse and Georgia State, and my team just wasn't happy with 0-4. So we head down to College of Charleston and played a variety of teams, like I stated earlier. And these kids wanted revenge, and that was against anybody. So we played some tough teams. Akron was a huge win for us. ETSU was our first win of the season, and that one didn't come easy. It came in extra innings. So we had some competition, and we fought. And that's one thing I can say about this team is we fought and we came out 3-2. I was hoping 5-0, 4-1. 3-2 is not bad, especially with an 0-4 start. 3 wins is huge in one weekend, and my kids, they fought, they battled offensively. I saw a lot of things pitching-wise. Kelsey McMurray against Akron had 7 strikeouts, freshman pitcher. That kid did phenomenal. Not too much I can say about her presence on the mound, her composure in tough situations. So very proud of Kelsey McMurray. Had another great performance out of Ashley Imperial in a few games. So Jamie Whitcomb came in relief in College of Charleston and unfortunately ended up losing the game on a wild pitch. But we had ourselves set up there 3-3 going into the bottom of the 7th, and the ball just didn't go our way. So saw a lot of improvements out of my pitching staff. Saw a lot of improvements out of my hitters. Amber Riddle had a grand slam to propel us to win the Akron game. We had a lot of kids 3 for 4, 2 for 4 every game. So definitely improvement on both sides of the offense and the defense.
Talk a little bit about the defense. That's something when you look at the stats, a lot of people don't realize. You look at someone's fielding percentage and don't realize, how many plays they're making, what kinds of plays they're making. Your team right around 970 on the fielding percentage so far, not making a whole lot of errors. And I know you've got to be happy with your defense, especially with some new kids out there in the field.
I absolutely agree. I think the hardest thing to watch as a coach, in my opinion, would be errors on defense. I think hitting can come and go. Sometimes you're seeing beach balls, sometimes you're seeing peanuts. It just depends. The guy behind the dish can have a lot of control over the game. The girl in the circle can have control over the game. So offensively, it's going to be a hit or miss. Defense, that's something that should always show up. The ground's the same, the hops are the same, the throws are the same. You can do that indoor and outdoor. So definitely one of our goals for the season was to have about a 9.8 fielding percentage, and we're around that right now. I agree with you, Matt. I think having tough defense, you don't really see that. You see the numbers offensively. You can see how many putouts we have, but we have girls making diving catches. We have a freshman starter at second base who had a flawless weekend after a couple errors her first tournament. She goes back on a ball to right field and catches one in the gap. She's turning double plays with my sophomore shortstop who had another phenomenal weekend. I think we had 1 error in the first 3 games, something like that. So very proud of my defense. My pitchers are going to allow hits. They're going to allow putting the ball on the floor. And if my defense is solid, we're going to win a lot of games.
Talk about this weekend's tournament. You'll be facing some big-time schools that records last year may not indicate that these programs are that good, but you're going to be facing Minnesota out of the Big Ten, and also Kansas out of the Big 12, and then the host team this week is UNC Greensboro, who has a really respected program in the Southern Conference. Kansas at 10-0 already this week, so I guess the competition steps up a little bit.
Absolutely, and this is kind of a way to go out in February. I like to challenge my team in February. We come back after this weekend, we host our own tournament, and then right away into conference play. So I wanted to kind of go out with a bang. Playing the Big 10, playing the Big 12 schools are going to be challenging for us. They have a tough schedule. They're big schools, so I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what we have. Minnesota's got some nice pitching. They got 5 or 6 really outstanding hitters. And like you said, Kansas getting votes, starting off 10-0. they're going to be a tough team to beat. UNC Greensboro is a 30-win season team, so definitely have our hands full. It's a bracket tournament play down there, so we're going to play those 3 teams once, and the winners are going to play the winners, and the losers are losers. So I hope we can come out at least playing in the winners bracket, winning a couple games, and just playing really, really well.
Good luck, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.